You know, it's really an improbable story that I'm where I'm at today. 25 years ago, I was starting as an orthopedic surgeon, and I thought that for the rest of my life, I would be straightening bones and putting on casts and putting screws in, doing joint replacements. But you know, it changed really dramatically and really suddenly about 6 or 7 years ago after we went through Cheryl's disaster.
10 years ago, I had neck surgery. They told me if I tripped or slipped, I would be a quadriplegic, so it wasn't elective. When I came out of surgery, I went through traumatic menopause.
It was really difficult to take, and you know, I felt her pain. Every day I would see her, she was normal, and then she wasn't normal. It was like, what happened? A switch had been flipped off.
When I went into surgery, I was a normal 50-year-old regular cycling female, and when I came out, 3 days later, I was in a nuclear meltdown. And at first I thought I must have some infection or something really serious. And what it turned out to be was it's only menopause. And when I went to the doctors, they said, well, you know, this is now the rest of your life. And I was having about 25 to 30 nuclear meltdowns a day. I would be drenched from head to toe.
Now, you know, her story is really dramatic because it happened like that. Many women have these menopausal changes, and it can take weeks and weeks and months, and it's gradual. And then all of a sudden one day they wake up and they recognize that they're not the same they were. You know, they're having these nuclear meltdowns. They're having that forgetfulness, that inability to think clearly. They start getting snippy with their family and not doing really well. And we went through similar thing too, because, you know, I'm a doctor, and I've been in, you know, medicine for all my life. And I would say, you know, there's got to be something that can be done. Surely in this day and age there's something, and to go from doctor to doctor and having some of them just be dismissive, or, you know, say, well, there's nothing you can do, or you're getting old now, or, you know, too bad, or, you know, the most insulting ones were the ones that would put antidepressants in front of you, and, you know, she's not depressed, she's got something else going on, you know, and it just wasn't right. So, you know, we finally found the pellet therapy, and what did that do?
Within 2 weeks, it changed my life. I had my energy back, the sweats, the night sweats, the hot flashes all disappeared. You have an inclination for romance, although that did not fix the problem. And I was balanced for quite a while before we found Dr. Runnels, by chance. And I've been through OSHOP procedures, and that did dramatically change things. But we suffered for a number of years before we were able to put this all together and be able to suggest to our friends, our family, and you, what can be done to help you through your menopausal misery.
And you know, it was so dramatic what happened to her. You know, I saw her change. When we finally found that right combination, it was like she came back. She was actually as vigorous and as active as she was before. And she now goes to the gym. She works out several days a week. She's got good muscle tone. She's been able to keep her weight under control. So when I saw this dramatic change and turnaround, I felt like this was something that I wanted to be part of. And I felt so strongly about it, I actually gave up orthopedics and completely retrained into this area of medicine. So it was that impressive and that important to me. And I knew after what she had that I wanted to be able to give it to other people, because it's really a life-changing thing. It changed her life. It changed our life. And I now can go out and I can change other people's lives. It's really something special.
It feels really good that because of our life change, because of my experience, and I see it in the women that come in here, many of them in their eyes, that we have an answer, that they will feel better, and their husbands will feel better, and their families will have their mom, their wives back. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to present this to people and help them through this time of their life.